Hello everyone, I'm Yeti from PU4U Gaming, and today we are back in Animallica, and I've just been back home emptying out my inventory after our last hoarding session out in this entire corner of Corpse Harbor. So now it is time to move on to the next section. And while I was home, I also just quickly upgraded my crossbow to a +4, so now we have 2 more damage that we do with the crossbow, so that is awesome. So let's just head over this way. And I feel like I heard... No? I just felt like I heard some screeching earlier, but maybe not. There's definitely a nest over there. No? I just felt like I heard some of that kitty or rat screeching, but okay, maybe not. Then we don't have to deal with those at least. Let's go and grab this rusty sword here, and then we are gonna move along. Ooh, that sun is very, very bright. Okay, we have a nest, but we also have a couple of... Well, a couple. We have 4 loose ones over there. But these guys are the ones that I've sometimes mentioned that kind of roam. Well, they don't roam very far, but they're not tied to a spawner. So... Oh, there is a little kitty over there. So if you kill these, they won't respawn. So that's just a nice thing to know. These one will respawn, of course, as long as you haven't taken out that spawner. Do we still not have any animals? Where are all the animals? Well, we have found some animals, just not quite a lot. But of course there aren't that many animals because many of them have died from all this infection. Okay, well, let's get over here and try and deal with these guys. So we're gonna grab this, and I can see anything for that for the sun. Okay. There we go. Oh, only one reacted. Oh wow, only 2 arrows. Is that gonna go for all of you or only for... Oh, okay. I guess. I think we used an arrow extra on the ones in the last video, but of course I've upgraded my bow a little bit. So that might have been enough that now I only need 2 arrows. That's cool. Nice. Just makes things easier. Yep, and it preserves some arrows. Yeah, let's try and take you. Well, this time I didn't use the scope with that last one. Oh, or maybe you... Oh, I might have missed with the last arrow there. Oh, or you are just a little bit tougher than the other ones. Okay. Yeah. Well, I did actually hit it 4 times, so I guess this one was just a bit more tough than the other ones. Haha. But I don't mind that it varies a little bit how many arrows you need for the individual enemies, because it can catch you off surprise, and it kind of makes it a little bit more fun, because you might kind of be thinking, or at least I do that sometimes, I kind of get used to, oh, this type of enemy, it just takes, you know, this number of arrows, and then I let my guard down when I have shot that number of arrows, and then sometimes I get a surprise because the enemy actually isn't dead yet. Yeah, which can be an issue, of course, if it's close to you by the time where you think, oh, okay, it should die now. Yep, nope, but it didn't. Oops, didn't I just see a kitty? Yep, I can hear you. Wasn't it over here? I thought it was over here. I think it's right there in the grass somewhere. Okay, let's just walk over here because I can't see it. I think it's around there somewhere. Oh, yikes. Okay, no, that's not where you were, but you were definitely hiding in some grass. Okay. There we go. Well, I know they don't hit that hard. I only took, what, 13 damage if my health was maxed out, that is. So that's not really terrible. Aw, look at you. Poor little you. There we go. But it's not one that has been alive this year here. It's just, you know, a dead animal that has been dead all along. It's placed like that. There are some other cases where you'll come across some that unfortunately died because you didn't make it to them in time, and they kind of ended up aggroing some enemies. But you can usually see the difference. That one had like a little bit of blood and some flies and stuff. So it's been lying there for a long time. Let's see. Not seeing any outcroppings on you. Well, let's try and deal with these guys then. This big one might take quite a few arrows. Yeah. Whoop. Let's just move so we don't get hit. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, well, we got the big one. Let's try and see if we can take you out as well. No? Let's try one more. Yep. Okay, there we go. Got it sorted. So we are gonna grab some of our arrows back. There we go. I feel like they definitely have made it so that it takes longer before they despawn. I haven't even really noticed them despawning. Usually, I can't grab all the arrows off the enemies. If I kill multiple enemies in a row, then the first ones will usually despawn, or that's how it used to be. So I think they have changed it. So it takes longer for them to despawn. It might have been because people have mentioned the fact that you lose arrows from using the auto capture feature, because it used to be that you could get your arrows back. Of course, if you had to pick up the animal, then at least you could get a basic arrow back, even if the tranquilizer part of it was used up. Oh, I shouldn't actually loot you, should I? So that might be why they have changed it. Not that I really think it's an issue at all, even if I didn't get as many arrows back as I do now. Yeah, cool. Yep. Oh, no, I'm doing it again. Okay, well, I think at least one is gonna spawn in on me. But, okay, let's just try and see if we can take this out before they do. Maybe? Yep, looks like we made it. Cool. Okay, so let's grab these guys. And, of course, again, you could choose to, spend a little bit of time killing multiples of these before you take out the nest. That way you can ensure you have more gohound heads, for instance. You'll get plenty hard skin. I don't think you would ever need that much hard skin. There's much more you get in the world than what you'll actually need from crafting. But if you would like to get more than just one of each of the gorehounds that you can get, or hellhounds, over at the animal trader. In my case, I would just want to have one of each, but some people would maybe like to have like a miniature army of them or something, and then it might be a good idea to kind of farm these a little bit extra. But otherwise, I think there is more than enough heads that you'll get just from clearing the entire population of all of these. But yeah, there are some nests with them in Pestilentia that you can leave, and there you don't have to clear the biome. So it's a nice place to kind of leave some of these so that you can actually farm them. I do believe there's also a nest with birds there, those big birds that we killed last time, or was that the time before? I can't even remember anymore. But those giant turkey ones, I do believe there's a nest of those in Pestilentia too. So you can kind of set up a farm there if you want to, or you can just go and farm them, but you can also put an enclosure or something around it and stand outside and shoot them and go in and safely loot them instead of having to kind of avoid them every time. There's a lot of ways that you can do that. And that way you would make sure that you can always go and get more feathers, for instance, if you want that, or gorehound heads or whatever you can get from whatever type of enemy it is that you have left, right? Okay, we have a little tent here. Nice. And I think it's actually a functional tannery. Let's see. Yes. Okay, so even if you haven't built your own tannery yet, I would think we probably aren't that far off to be able to build it ourselves. But in here you can upgrade your armor. So the first one is just a basic one that you get in the starting facility, and you can actually get, I think we have already found one extra set, and I think you can find another one somewhere. Then you can upgrade it twice. So you need the original set, and then you need a little bit of crafted leather and some leather straps, so not too bad for the first version. And then if you want to upgrade it even more, so you get plus 20 defense instead of the original 5, this one gives you plus 10, this one plus 20, then you need hard skin. You need monster scales. We haven't met any of the monsters yet that drop these. And then of course you need the reinforced one to actually upgrade. And it's pretty much the same. You need more monster scales and hard skin over here, of course, as well. And then in here you can make the leather straps. You just need some animal hide for it. You can make the crafted leather. We need some varnish. I think we need a cooking station. It used to be in the cooking station, but I'm not sure if they have moved it to another workstation. But you can craft this yourself. And then of course the leather, you can craft that out of animal hide, but we also find some of it in the world. So what would we need? We need crafted leather and leather straps. What I actually wanted to check was, that would be materials. Yeah, I have one rope here. We have a little bit, see, we have like hard skin, animal hides. From what I remember, it's the only thing we need hard skin for, unless they have made some changes. So you just need a little bit of this. I think it's 20 rope or something, plus some other materials we need to build this. I usually just build my own, but anyway, you can go and use this one if you want to, if you don't have one yet. Of course, it requires that you find it, or that you have seen it in a video like mine or someone else's, that it is actually out there to find. But yeah, let's see. We have some leather straps, hide, leather straps, and we are pretty much getting everything we almost need here, I think, to upgrade our armor. Wow. How much did I get? 38 leather and 32 leather straps. Seriously? Did we just get all of that? We have enough leather straps, it looks like, because this takes 8, that one takes 10, this one takes 8, so we have enough of that, and then we would need 4 plus 6, that's 10, plus 4, 14 crafted leather. Well, I have enough of that. The only thing I don't have is the varnish. I can't remember if you can buy this anywhere. I don't think so. I think we have to craft it. I might be mistaken. I can't really remember. It's pretty much, I think maybe it's the only thing we actually need the varnish for. I can't really remember that either. But there isn't that much that we need it for. So I usually just craft it. It's not like I feel like it's that critical to get some upgraded armor just yet, at least. But of course it can be helpful, especially if you're playing with a melee weapon and you have a higher risk of getting hit, right? Then it might be really, really beneficial to have some better armor. But anyway, there we go. Was there anything else here? I think I checked in my previous series, but I might try to... There's nothing in here. If I can find a good place to get up. Can I get up here? No, maybe on this side. I have just a little bit of an angle. Tiny bit. Like, even if it's just, 89 degrees or something, then... then it's enough. That little 1% or 1 degree is enough that it's kind of, it has to lean away from you just a tiny bit. Then you can usually climb up, but yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything up here. Other than a nice view of the biome. Look at that, we still have plenty to explore, more buildings. Yeah, awesome. Let's get down from here and continue. So, now I have to try and focus, because otherwise I'm gonna forget about all those little bunnies that I'm still trying to find. Or other small animals. There are also usually a couple of foxes kind of in this biome. They can be really hard to spot. I hear some screeching again. I think maybe it's a rat nest, maybe over there somewhere. Or no, it's the one right in front of me. That's actually rats. That over there, I don't know. Well, it doesn't look like anything that's moving. Ooh, okay. Oh wow, we have more rats over there. Nope. I am not seeing any no more wild animals. Well, I guess we are just gonna try and deal with you guys. But even more enemies up there. Okay, let's try and deal with these ones over here first. I think that might be a good idea. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure why that one wanted to join as well. That was pretty far away from the other ones, but okay. Oh man, these are so creepy. With those red eyes, I really don't like that at all. Ah, got you. Okay. But I do kind of feel bad for them because they have been experimented on, right? That is never nice. Never, never, never nice. Nope. They're kind of poor creatures. Even if you look a bit scary. There we go. We have... Let's grab this. Deal with the last one. Nice. And... Let's grab this. And... that rock there looks like one that might have some goodies for us. Because it has kind of a little bit of a shiny look to it. It might not have, but sometimes the ones that are like very dark like this, they're not completely... They're different type of dark than the coal version. But they are kind of dark like this, and then they're a little bit shiny. They very often will drop, or sometimes they're like pre-placed ones that will drop a gem, but I can't really see. It does kind of look like that, but it might not be one of those. There are some of them elsewhere. Yeah, we'll see. Well, we can actually, we're out of aggro range, so let's try and take it. Yep, we got an emerald. Nice. Look at that. Precious stone with very good selling value. Technically, any stone should have a chance from what I understand from the devs. It's never actually been completely fully clear. Should have a chance to get give you those gems. So you just need to do a bunch of mining and then you should eventually get some, right? But there are some pre-placed ones and they usually look like that one. In certain areas that I remember some of the locations. So I kind of know to always mine that rock when I see one in those locations. But this was kind of in the middle of nowhere. So I don't know if that one is, you know, a pre-placed one or if it's just a random spawn. Even though I don't recall seeing those as random spawns. They're usually pre-placed when they look like that. But who knows? Who knows? Either way, we got an emerald, so that is cool. Yep. Right, little rat? Okay, this time we're gonna leave you, so we can take that nest out. Okay. And... Ooh, you almost got me there. Yep, I was being a little careless. A little bit too careless. That's something you have to watch out for, because all of a sudden they will catch you off guard, and then they'll manage to get a hit in, or 2 or 3, and then if you have a bunch of them on top of you, then that can go really, really bad. Yep. Okay. Let's try and get you. There we go. Nice. No. Now I have a whiny kitty behind. Oh. Oh. Oh, there was one more. Were you just hiding behind the nest? I heard you. Yep. There we go. Okay. Okay. I don't think I looted any of them, so I think I was just kind of hiding behind the nest. There we go. So let's get this up and boom! That brought us to 28%. There are quite a lot of nests and infection sites in this biome. Quite a lot, because most of the nests in this biome will give you 5%, whereas in some of the other biomes they'll give you 10%. Like for instance, Nova, I think most of the nests give you 8 or 10%, but in this biome it's usually 5%, so there are quite a lot of infection sites to clear, which I don't mind. It is just plenty of loot for us, so that is fine. But just to mention it, there are quite a lot to find. So it is pretty easy to miss some if you don't have a strategy for how to explore this biome. If you just kind of crisscross all over the place and don't really have a plan for how to make sure you don't miss anything, then it is very, very easy to miss something. No, it doesn't look like it's moving. I was wondering if there was an animal sitting up there on the hill, but nope. Nope, not seeing anything. But yep, this is the final chest that I was talking about. That we have the horseshoes, and then we have the arrows, and then this is a strange box that you're gonna need at the animal trader. So another one of these rare items that you're definitely gonna want to hang on to if you want all those special animals, for instance. You know, it's not something that you have to get. That's a completely up to you. And these are random spawns, so you can always get more of them. You just have to explore for it. But it is a bit bummer too, because they are rare spawns and very random, so you can't really, you know, pick a place in the world and then, you know, you will always find one in that area. They just kind of spawn anywhere. So it's kind of best to just hang on to them when you find them, if you are intend to buy whatever whatever you can buy for them, right? Let's see, can we actually sell it? I don't even remember. Yeah, you can sell it for 15 gold. But yeah, I would not do that, but the option is there. Let's grab this and this. And yeah, of course, the option is also there to sell these. It does say they're a precious stone with very good selling value. You can get 300 gold for it, and that might be worth it for some players if they really, really want to get the sniper rifle as fast as possible, which you need is a 2004 or something. To me, it's not worth it because I would much rather have the rare animals, and these are kind of hard to come by. There's not that many of them in the world, or you have to do a ton of mining. You can get them from jewelry boxes or from some of these pre-placed stones, or you'll have to just do some mining and hope you get a rare drop. So to me, it's more worth it to just keep them and use them to buy those rare animals, but otherwise they are definitely worth it to sell if you're more interested in getting a good weapon fast. So yeah, again, it comes down to personal preference. I just always mention that they actually have another use than what it says here, that, you know, they have a use just like these where you can buy special items. So they are special currency in that way, aside from just being something you can sell for money. Let's see, we are gonna try and deal with you guys. I still find it very puzzling. I haven't seen any, but I think maybe it's because I'm going the other way around. I usually start on the other side, and there's a lot of like little animals and stuff to spot. Whereas this side tends to... Oh, hello, doggy. Tends to have more of this stuff. Yeah. I don't know if you're tied to the spawner, actually, since you're a dog. Usually it's the same type of enemy, like it's humanoids. So I don't think it is, but we'll see. Maybe we're gonna have an extra enemy spawning in because I looted this one, but I'm gonna assume it's just one they have kind of placed near here. So let's deal with you and see if we can take out these guys. Describe. Oh, so was that one that was extra over there? Of course, now I'm too far away to see it. Okay, I might try and loot you once we have killed everybody else, just to see if something pops in. Because then they have definitely changed something about the spawners, if you can have different types of enemies. I've never encountered that before. You might have different types of humanoids from the same spawner, but never like dogs, and I don't think I've ever actually seen the dog spawn from something. They're usually roaming, like you'll find 1 or up to 3 dogs kind of just, you know, roaming around somewhere without being tied to a spawner. So, so that's a bit interesting if they have changed that. There we go, but it might also just be before, because I couldn't see the second dog over here. There we go. Okay, let's just grab a few of these arrows back. And let's check. Are there any more enemies? No, and no doggies. No more doggies. That's gonna come sneaking up on me. Nope. Okay, let's just check. So we're gonna try and loot this one. Because if it counts as an enemy from the spawner, it should trigger a new spawn. If it doesn't, then it won't. But there are 5 here, and it's usually the max. Sometimes. Oh, okay. There's a little hiccup with that sometimes, where they spawn in a little too slow. Ah, so that's interesting. I've never actually... I don't recall ever having had that before, that you have a different type, or even have the dog spawn from a spawner. I don't recall that ever happening before. But that's cool. That's cool. And I got a little startled there, so... because I was almost certain that there wouldn't be any dog coming at me, but... there was. So... let's just clear that. And yeah, there's kind of a scream when you remove these, which is kind of hilarious. But if you think about it, with the lore in the game, that is part of the hive mind, right? Or should be part of the hive mind that we heard about when we were reading Moore's journal. So that's probably why we're hearing that scream, right? At least it kind of makes sense to me in that sense. Here we go. Nice. Did we get everybody? I think we did. Yep. Awesome. Okay. Well, but that's just one more thing I absolutely love about Animallica. It's just, you know, that they tend to make all these little and sometimes big changes in the game over time, and there's always something new to discover, even small things like this. Or has been, of course. Now the game has kind of left early access, so it might be limited how many more updates we're gonna get. They are definitely working on some patches, or a patch at the moment, because there's some balancing and stuff with some of these items that spawn in the world, and there's been a few bug fixes that have been reported. So they are working on a patch right now, but I don't know how much more like content they're gonna add, or how many more changes like these they're gonna make. So I'm kind of gonna miss that a bit, I think, having followed the game for the last 5 years. Nah, don't see. Nope. No, it was just the grass. No outcroppings. I do see a nest there. Still no animals. I do see those 2 over there. Let's go right here. And then... no, it's just that little mushroom there is just edible. I don't recall it having, unless they've changed something, it doesn't have any use in cooking, but you can eat it. Or maybe we can, I think maybe you can roast it, but it's not like part of any other recipe. I never really use it. I collect them anyway. Sometimes I hoard them just because I'm a hoarder, but oh, yikes. Yeah, they do have glowy eyes. Look at that. These are hellhounds and not gorehounds. But usually I just end up with a bunch of that type of mushrooms in my storage because I never really use them for anything. Maybe I should start doing that and cook them or something. There we go. Let's grab this and... Yep, hellhound heads. And then we're gonna grab this one over here. Just grab a couple of our arrows back if I can. Let me get it. There we go. Yes. Nice. Okay, well, we kind of made it through this entire section here. I really like the look of that one. That's not one we can craft or buy or get ourselves, but it looks kind of pretty with those blue colors. I really like that. Do we have any? No. I'm not seeing any kind of movement out here. Okay, let's grab it. I see some arrows there. But that is about it, I think. Go and grab them. Yes, 12 arrows. Cool. Okay, well, I think that was it for today, guys. We're going to continue with this next time and move on to the next section. Oh, it takes a while to get through this, but yeah, I like it. It's quite relaxing. Except when little doggies like that kind of surprise you, but well, it woke me up, so that's a good thing. It's kind of like, I don't know, actually 5 a.m. or something now. I've been playing all night and recording all night. But look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? I really like it. It's so pretty. It does look a little bit weird on this side, though. That reminds me, I need to take a picture of that. Because otherwise, it's kind of, I don't know. I think it's a little bit of a hiccup because it's not supposed to have that. You can see there's like a section there, or kind of a plane. Which, of course, the other ones also have. So I think that part just needs to kind of be made invisible, maybe. No, this one you can see it too. But you can't see it here. Ah, okay, well, anyway, yep, that was it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, do take care and happy gaming.